Political strategist James Carville is back in the news again, this time for what he's not allowed to say. According to Carville, Democrats are telling him to keep his damn mouth shut. Don't talk about Biden's sinking poll numbers because they'd rather bury their head in the sand than listen to what Carville's trying to tell him, and that Biden is going to lose. That's what Carville is saying. Every poll, there's no outlier that says everything's okay. Every one of them are saying Biden is going to lose, right?
What we're seeing right now is, more and more saying that either we got a dead heat, Trump's ahead by 2 points, Biden's ahead by 2 points, but it is statistically a dead heat. The big problem, and listen, I don't usually agree with James Carville. He's not said a lot of things I've liked in the last 10 years.
Me either.
Right. But right here, he's actually saying something that kind of gets to the heart of, messages that we get in emails and angry phone calls.
We have to listen to it all the time.
And that is when people say, don't talk about that. You're helping the other side when
by
you talk
talking
about it.
Yeah. It's childlike, isn't it?
It is.
It's like a 3-year-old that says, sticks their finger, they don't want to hear anything. Don't talk about it because it upsets me. Rather than saying, maybe you should talk about it, because if you talk about it, we can adjust to the problem.
Exactly.
We can get something done. It's so childlike. We see it firsthand here all the time, don't we? This story, oh my God, they're going to, how dare you talk about the fact that Biden's, that he's in the tank, or that Kamala Harris is in the tank. How dare you talk about it? You're hurting us. No, we're not hurting anybody. We're trying to say there's time for adjustment. Make a frigging adjustment.
Right. And the big thing that Carville's pointing out is not just the head-to-head matchups. He says, listen, it's that 37% approval rating. That's what's killer. George W. Bush had higher than a 37% approval rating.
The statistics are you can't win with less than 40%.
Right.
Historically, you cannot win without 40%. So Carville, whether you like him or not, has been in this business a hell of a long time, and he's saying, you know what? Something's wrong here. I want to talk about it. How dare you, DNC, come to me and plead with me, please don't talk about the bad stuff, and direct me not to talk about the bad stuff, and threaten him if he talks about the bad stuff. That's how bad it is. They're literally threatening the guy. He's got a lobby firm right now. You keep doing this, buddy, we're going to cut you off, right?
Well, it's like if the building's on fire, but rather than addressing the fire, the Democrats are yelling at you to turn down the fire alarm because the noise is making them mad.
Yeah.
They're sitting around as everything burns around them, and they say that the alarm is making me angry. Don't blare that alarm. But listen, I will say, part of me is almost shocked at how bad Biden's poll numbers are, because every day I'm talking about all of the ridiculous insanity on the right.
I know.
And it just blows my mind that people can see all of that dysfunction and still look at Biden and say, yeah, but he may be worse.
Yeah.
That is a problem for this administration, and they're not addressing it.
Well, look, it's not just him. Dean Phillips is coming out and saying, Dean Phillips now running.
Yeah.
Everybody that's running against him is saying, what the hell is it you're not seeing? The guy is he's a train wreck. He's a train wreck. Why can't you see it? Instead, what we get when we say something like that, people they literally call and say, how dare you do that? You're killing the Democrats. No, we're not killing the Democrats. We're trying to tell the Democrats, pay attention here. Act like a frigging grown-up rather than a child and do something about what's happening. That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
But that's what Carville's doing. Carville's saying, I'm not out to get Biden. He's just yesterday's news. It's time to move on to some new news now. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.